I get asked this question all the time. Should I use print on demand to start my clothing brand? Or should I carry inventory? Which one should I go with? In this video here, I want to answer this question for you. Should you use print on demand if you're starting up a brand? When should you use print on demand? What are all the little nuances around this question? I'm going to answer it all in this video off the top of my head, off the cuff. I really hope that you enjoy. Here it is. Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at BrandCrowd. BrandCrowd's a logo maker tool. You type in the name of the logo that you want, hit enter, thousands of logos will come up. You choose the logo that you like, then you can edit and refine that logo as long as you want for free until it's perfect. I made this Hundo P design for my own clothing brand in like 10 minutes using BrandCrowd. If you're interested, head over to brandcrowd.com/apparel success and you can get up to 66% off at checkout. All right, so I actually think this is a really good question. You're starting up a clothing brand from scratch. Should you use print on demand where anytime you get an order, somebody prints it for that specific order and sends it out for you where you don't have to do any of this on your own? Or should you carry the inventory yourself and get it all made and sent to your house or to a warehouse that you're running and get your friends to help you pack orders and do the whole shebang yourself? They're two very different business models when it comes to how to start up your clothing brand. And the answer to this question, I'd say, comes down to your level of commitment, how committed you are to actually making this clothing brand happen, the amount of risk that you want to take on as a clothing brand owner, and how much money that you have when starting up your brand. So let's tackle all of these. The first one is your level of commitment. Why does this matter? The reason why your level of commitment matters is because if you're going all in this and you know that you want to do this for your clothing brand and that this is something that you're going to be doing for multiple years, then ideally you are carrying the inventory yourself and you're doing it all as a private operation. Why? Why is it important to do it all as a private operation? Number one, your profit margins are going to be better. If you're doing it all yourself and you're not taking on these costs that these print-on-demand services are going to be charging you, you're going to make more money. The second thing is that there's faster shipping times. So with print on demand, there are a lot of stories of companies taking really long to send out the orders that you're making on your website, and it can completely kind of wreck your perception as a brand. Whereas if you're doing it yourself, you know that order is going out, when it goes out, and how long it's going to take to get to the customer. Another thing is there's more touch points when you're doing it yourself at home, which means that there's going to be better quality checking. Like when you're sending out the order for a hoodie, you can actually look at the hoodie. Oh, there's a wrinkle there, and then iron out that little wrinkle, and maybe just make sure that it's folded perfectly how you want it to be. Versus when you're doing print on demand, you lose control of that. And the last thing would be customization. Like when you're doing it from home, you can throw in stickers, you can write a custom note, you can do whatever you want with the packaging exactly how you want it. And with print on demand, you're not going to be able to get that amount of customization. Now, all of that being said, I don't want you to think that I believe print on demand is a bad option. I really don't think that it is a bad option. It's just for a different set of circumstances. So where I believe that print on demand would be great is if you want to get your feet wet in the clothing space without having to put up any money really, without having to put up any level of risk, and without having to be fully committed to this thing, just to test it out and see how things will go with a few designs. You can fire up a website really quickly, set up print on demand pretty fast, and have everything running without having to really spend much money. And for a lot of people that are starting out, that's a really common scenario, is that they just want to kind of test things out and see how it goes. And I really think that that's the best use of print on demand. You can test designs out, make sure that the designs are working, that people are actually ordering from you. And then as you sort of get the ball rolling on your Instagram, on your TikTok, you're starting to make more sales, you can improve the infrastructure and actually start making that same clothing that you're getting done through the print on demand through maybe a screen printing facility and having it shipped to your place so that you can start just improving the whole customer's experience. And I know that it's really important for that customer experience to be great from the beginning. So that's where you kind of have to make that decision of, are you really going to do this? It's probably best if you do all of this the best possible way from the beginning. But if you want to do print on demand, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it at all. And just to share some of my own personal experience with this, I've been running my brand for about 7 years. And for the first 4 years, I was packing all of the orders myself, managing all of the inventory, organizing it all, just having everything shipped to my place, having friends over to help me pack, and all of that got really overwhelming and it took up a lot of my time, especially while I'm running this YouTube channel and everything else. It was just like really overwhelming. So instead of me switching to full print on demand, like using Printful or something, I partnered with a fulfillment company that's really close to me. I'm really close with the owner and with the manager there. And so it's still basically like I'm doing everything custom myself here, but I just have them doing it. So I still get all of my stuff custom made at a screen printing facility and then shipped to the fulfillment center where my friend's fulfillment company, they package it, they put all those special touches on it. I know that the shipping's going to be fast. I know that the quality control is really good. So just having all of that taken care of is really important to me. But like I said, one of the best clothing brand journeys that you can go on right now in 2023 is, I'd say, you can start up a clothing brand print on demand, start building up a following on social media, start practicing the marketing, get your designs out there, see how people respond to them and test with it. When you lock into something that's really working and you're doing like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month in sales, that's a great time to then switch everything to doing it all yourself and carrying it all in-house so that you can increase your profit margin, you have more control yourself, and you get that full experience. And then, throughout your entire clothing brand journey, you can always switch back, you can always change your operations. So you never have to be stuck in one thing, but those are just off the top of my head thoughts that I've had about it because I get this question so much on my channel, and I hope that really clarifies how I feel about it. I spent a full month recording a 100% free clothing brand course for anybody starting up a clothing brand right now. It covers everything around building a brand from scratch. All you have to do to get access is go to freeclothingcourse.com and you can go through it at your own pace. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.